Okay, Nebu. Play artist U2.
U2 playing on Home Assistant Voice 092 Ed 8 Media Player.
Yes, Music Assistant 2.4 now allows you to play music on demand by voice control through your Home Assistant Preview Edition, plus lots of other features. So let's have a look at Music Assistant 2.4, at all the awesome things that they've added. So the first thing that they've done is they've basically allowed it to connect with devices like the Home Assistant Voice Preview Edition, which you saw me reviewing on a previous video. So let's have a look what can be done. So this has a 3.5mm jack on the back, and it can be easily connected up to your amplifier of choice or just your powered speakers. Now, one thing to bear in mind, when I first tried this out, I had a type of jack plug that wouldn't fit in properly, and it was only coming out on one speaker. So you need a jack that's got a really thin little input at the sides of the jack so it can clip right into the Home Assistant Preview. So having a look at this, I've currently got Spotify connected up, which is working really well. But what I'm really excited about is now we can actually trigger the playing of music on our Home Assistant Preview Edition using this whole new integration. So basically what you do is you update to the 2.4 version, and then I'll show you how this all works. They're adding some new players as well. They've got Apple Music, they've also got iBroadcast, Sirius XM, and they're also providing support for Blue Sound players, which is some really cool little DACs that you can buy. They've also introduced this. There's a parametric equalizer, so you can actually go into the back end and adjust the equalizer. Now this is really cool because I've been setting up a retro hi-fi system recently, and the graphic equalizers are going at crazy prices. So really excited to see that you can actually do this within Home Assistant. So in 2.0 they released bass and treble, but now you've got this full equalizer. So you can actually go in and you can see the whole stream. So you can see this one's coming from Cobuz. You can see the bit rate, and then you can see the output bit rate going out to a WIM Pro. So the first thing you need to do is download this blueprint, Music Assistant Local Only Voice Support Blueprint. All you need to do then is select Home Assistant Voice as your media player over here, and then you can control it like this. Play the artist Pink Floyd in the kitchen, or listen to the playlist Classic Rock in the study. Next, go along to Add-ons Music Assistant Server and make sure that you're on version 2.4. It's now .3. If you're not on there, just make sure you update that. And then we can go into the web UI over here of the Music Assistant. So having a look at our front end, we can see we've got something playing here, and we can select the LQ over here. This will show its input streaming from Spotify at 44.1 kilohertz, 16 bits, and minus 4.3 dB. On the output, we've got an output limiter that's basically limiting extra loud sounds to prevent distortion, protect your speakers as well as your ears. Then we've got 48 kilohertz, 16-bit is what's going out to the Home Assistant media player. All right, so if we want to adjust things, we go in here into the media player output, we select the three dots and we go open DSP settings. So we've got our input and our output gains, and if we want to add a filter, we go over here. Now a basic one would be a tone control, we can add that. Then we can adjust our bass, our treble, and our mid-range like that. But I want to do a more complex one. So I'm going to go back here, add filter. I'm going to select parametric EQ, add filter. Now, for each band that you want to adjust, you need to create a new band. So I went add band, we'll add 3 bands for now. So on band 1, I'm going to go along and I'm going to select this as the bass side of things. Now there seems to be, there we go. All right, so it's a little bit tricky to get this to adjust where I want it, but there we go. I can now boost up my bass, for example. Band 2, what I'm going to do is select my mids, and I'm going to pull my mids down a little bit, and then I'm going to go to band 3, and I'm going to go along to my treble, and I'm going to boost up the 10K a bit. So there you can see we've now created a 3-band graphic equalizer, and this will give us now a nice curve to improve the sound out. Now I'm blown away because when I was building up my retro hi-fi system, I found that the equalizers were going for crazy money now. So this is so great that we can do this all within Home Assistant and Music Assistant, of course. Now you can also search now for things like podcasts and audiobooks as part of this whole Music Assistant experience. So this is just awesome. Anyway, that's all for me now. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.